Just hit live at that point. Let's just get rolling. Start ACC, and then we're gonna calibrate and do all of the other things afterwards. Because I have found that it's just easier when you launch ACC first and then just deal with the problems later. You're still capturing the wrong freaking window for some reason. Oh yeah, also you come to me, go over here, then you switch window. Thank you, here's the pop-out chat. Rotate it slightly. Yeah. Calibrate my model here. And no issues. Just when you keep the order up correctly, you run into less problems. So. Oh, that message is still up there. I still hadn't removed it. Jordan definitely isn't driving today. Although I did send him a tweet. He did post of him drifting in A86 and I'm like, I hope you appreciate the bouquet of flowers I just said to you. I'm making obscure references again that no one will ever get. That's the thing. No one will get my obscure references. I mean, it's not an obscure show, but like Christ, I go for like the most weird references that only like I appreciate the absurd level of detail that goes into the reference. Making him become Takumi and me Ryosuke. I mean, I just gave away what I did. Yeah, let's just search for the TOGA server. Although the password, I think this week is slightly different again. Shall we briefly grab it over here? Yeah. It is slightly different. Although for those people who heard the password last week, they may know what it is. Anyway. Let's hope there's no long-term trouble caused by these things. Alright, do we have a setup? Yes, we do, unfortunately. Pain. A bit more toe on the front end, maybe. To compensate for things. 39 degrees, Jesus. It's warm again. Oh yeah, and there's no rain. I've been promised rain! I guess the rain chances were too low, but like they didn't give numbers. Numbers, Mason. I need them. I don't know for which temperature the setup was actually even made for. Although the pressure's already like relatively low, I can't even go that much lower. Alright then. Let's see what she can do. Yeah, low leap. Hello, McLaren friend. We both came up with the same idea of slowing down. I see how it is. Although it makes no sense considering he will just gap me as soon as we get off the pit limiter, so it's like, why did you want to let me by? You were ahead. So I would just asserted my dominance and taken a position. Yes, it gives, there's more room.
Car on the left, clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Oh, yeah, I scared him there. He got a spook there. But Gallo was, I think, the race winner last time, so I don't know why he got so spooked by me
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
being on the inside of him. The track is fast, which is also like not great.
Clear on the right.
Man, you haven't been doing much vroom vroom. You've been doing a lot of.
Car on the left.
Although I don't know how much driving you do in Fluid RP. Well, I mean, I don't know, it's in the title. Wait, did I actually update the racetrack we're racing on this week in the title? The title definitely contains the series, but like, I think it still has race 1 written in there. It's on the... No! You're actually wrong, that is the Pan Am series. And the last 2 races in that one I did not win by a lap. Well, kind of, Paul Ricard we did kind of do, but when we raced Suzuka here 2 weeks ago, I mean, I kind of won by like half a minute or so over P2. But that was also like more because I
Yellow flag ahead. Which hiding front.
quite dirtily fought the first driver of that car. Because they are teamed up with 2 drivers for that series. The Mercedes that missed round 1 in our championship. Say Imola here. I mean, Imola last week, I did win there, but like, I didn't qualify on pole. I mean, I wasn't particularly far off either.
Sector 3. Yellow flag ahead. Which
And I did get taken out in the middle of the race and still won, but that was also by the help of literally the other guy getting disconnected. So, I wouldn't dismiss, there's some really good drivers in here. There's no aliens, I would say. Oh, actually there is one, but he's driving a crossbow, so it's like he's balancing himself immediately out by that. But he did finish last race 2nd, so if it rains, he will probably win immediately. If there's any rain, that guy is just gonna go. Seeing a little off. It sends the FSBS. I mean, probably you've been feeling off of it since Brands already. It's just Bathurst was another blow to you. Heck, we can even lead that even another week backwards for... What was it? What's the see? Yeah, for Misano, where you forced yourself to miss it. Can carry a bit more speed than that. I mean, I've been feeling off a bit recently as well. Not of my driving, I think, too much. Maybe it's just because the semester's starting next week and
yellow flag. Be careful there.
a bit of uncertainty and stuff. I don't know. Yes, I am feeling a bit off. So that's why I haven't been doing any like coding streams and stuff at all.
Line. Give it all you can.
Their message is so fucking bullshit. Like, reminder, GT4 have the track from 30 minutes until 14 minutes. After the timer goes below 14 minutes, please make your way back to the pits. Do not finish the lap you're on. GT3 are allowed on track as soon as the timer hits 14 minutes. And he posts the same thing again with the same fucking wrong number. Okay, so after 14 minutes, we are not even allowed to finish our lap. However, we are. It's complicated. These guys can't do math, and I mean, they did. I did report what I think is the intentional wreck that happened last week, and it turned into an entire saga because they couldn't just go, "Oh yeah, we're gonna look at this," right? No, they asked me like, "Is this an appeal or is this a?" Something else. I'm like, what are you all about? This Like, did you read what I wrote to you? Is my overlay working? Yeah, it seems. Because there's something wrong right now. It's telling me that my... It's marking my time remaining red, and that only should happen when it's under 5 minutes remaining. I think some of my functions might have gotten a bit twisted up. Happens occasionally. How low did my pressures... How did my pressures run on that half a lap that I did run? Because that's interesting. I forgot to focus on that. What pressures were doing. Till I hit the end of the lap. What were my numbers there? The front tire was overpressured, but the others weren't quite there. Okay. What are the temperatures right now? Fast 40 degrees, okay. Let's go 0.4 down on that one, and I think I go 0.2 on the others down, maybe. Complicated. Ignition starter. Right. I will read your message in a moment. My son was so fuck tired that day. It's a good thing that I didn't race it. That I've been doing GTLPF and friends and that, and enjoy that. Want to enjoy something I'm doing. Well, I mean, that's also nice. If you enjoy doing something. I've been playing Deep Rock Galactic still more of time. I really want to like do a stream of me playing Deep Rock, but maybe like in collaboration with someone else. I mean, I can obviously just random queue and then just commentate. Most people in that game don't use the mic. I felt like once or twice someone ever used the mic. Usually you just you shoot bugs, you point at things, and then you ask, you type the letter R into the chat. That's basically how Deep Rock Galactic works. You communicate in Deep Rock Galactic.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
I don't know, teaching some people would be a bit fun, although I suck at teaching people. It's like... I mean, I do have the looming threat of this VCO playoff race coming up as well. I finally have the grid together for that thing. Driver lineup is finally done. And that I can finally relax. I did the other night actually compile like all the endurance and stuff that is coming up in the next bit. I put it also onto a calendar. I can export the ICS file so people can just import it and have all of it in overview in their calendar, but I feel like that just... I mean, while that is really convenient how that I can do this all with Thunderbird and stuff, I don't know how many people are gonna like bother to download the file and look at all the events and the information in the description of each event. I don't know how many actually will bother doing this. You can also export it as an HTML file, but I don't know how many people will bother doing that again. I'm considering for the lineup for that, for the VCO playoff, I had to... Outside of you and Jordan, nobody responded. None of the fast guys that Loic recommended me to contact. I had to specifically go in their DMs and ask them like, look, do you want to do this? And only then I got any response out of them. Like, apparently nobody listens to any pings. That's just kind of annoying to deal with. Yeah. What I also noticed is that for some reason next week has so many endurance events scheduled. It's not even funny. There's just like a pile up I can show that perhaps later on the calendar, but like, there's just an entire pile up there of events. Also, just screenshotting my Thunderbird isn't gonna actually convey information particularly too well. But yeah, it's gonna be a thing. I have them compiled. There's a few interesting things. There's not that much in November, but I have some stuff in November as well. Rosenfeld is not doing particularly too hard right now. Do I wanna ban the lap to get a gap to him, or do we just hope we pass him on the front stretch now? I don't think I'm gonna pass him on the front stretch, but I don't wanna abandon this lap right now. I want a reference time. No, we're gonna pass him easy. That'll not be a problem.
Car on the left.
A 13, yikes.
So far. Clear on the left.
That was too fast, that was overcooked.
Not been validated.
Right, 1.3 seconds of Jones! Goodness gracious, Jones with his Ginetta. There's an entire force to be reckoned with. IEP again, I guess. I mean, it must be late for you. My gap's behind 5.8 seconds of Yamsen, and he might be a bit of a threat. Mercedes drivers, I think last week talking about. No, last week, yeah, this week, because this is a weekly series. I forget this series is weekly. Pan Am and the others are every other week. And VTubers every other week, which is it's messy. Need more sleep, huh? I see.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
I don't know if it was particularly a wise decision, but I'm like, I don't know. Really like in the more not so mentally well time period, even though there's not really a reason to order stuff online. But I did order some new hard drives for my NAS. I ordered more RAM for it. But I also ordered a microphone for my coding streams and when I'm in voice chat without being in VR, so I don't ear rape people anymore. I hope that would be appreciated. Yeah, Goozy is now. Oh, I should have gotten myself more of a gap. I'm stupid. I just. Oh well, he binned it. Lucky me. I'm not sure I can actually extract much more pace. Oh, just look at this car. And there's already like 2 3/10s gone. Or not? The car is just like not driving this section at all. But also is. This car is so bizarre on some circuits. Well, in general it's bizarre. Like just look at it, the Delta is shooting all the way down now. Like this was a very mediocre exit. Maybe I should get some freshies on this car. Now we're gonna just run. Tire pressure's a bit low on the rear end. Brakes! Oh, there's a fast Merc behind me. That means already something. Where did he come from? He was like over 5 seconds behind me. The start of the previous lap. He must be invalidating his laps if he's catching me and not in front of me already. Because yeah, the Mercs can easily do 210s here, if not faster than that. They just were for some reason a non-factor at Imola. That's all you need in your life. Yeah, I did not actually order fire highs. I kind of had them on my card, but like, nah, I'm spending so much money and I want to spend more. And also they will arrive not this week anymore, so I'm like, So I wanna like not risk them falling into the wrong hands. The lap time gains were just so minimal here.
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
Oh fuck, the brakes! This is just not going well right now. Jesus, 3/10 down this time around. Right, lap is already right off. I don't know where I'm supposed to get any more pace out of this. Maybe we just need to settle for like a mediocre finish tonight. And hope that our position doesn't score too high. We're right now being handed down pretty fast. I would like to out-qualify Potter at least. But we were so close on the last run, but we got denied again because obviously that happens constantly. Actually, we don't have... we have enough time to do another run. We should, I think? Yeah. Because we need to clear the track at 1400, which means we have time for one more flyer. But it's just nothing. I can't find a 10 here. And sort of there's 2 10s, but it requires me to nail turn 1. And then everywhere else the car can just randomly lose more time. And more time losses out of the corner there. Yeah, I wanted to order like some fire highs with like cat paws on them.
Losing time in sector 1. Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
I need to focus. I lost a bunch of time there, come on! Brakes, no! Oh, come on! I was so nicely up on that lap. And it just went all the way in 2 corners. Come on! We've easily been a couple positions up the grid. No more gains then. Seems like I'm gonna be denied for the rest of the lab. But we would have easily climbed 2 positions there if the car let me actually keep my lap. And not just freaking deny it again. Oh, another slow exit. Like, come the fuck on. Can I just have it? Look at this shit. Look at this fucking bullshit. It was way closer actually for me to make it till the end of the lap. than it was. The Merc actually choked. Jameson and the Merc choked. He choked. He only delivered a really slow lap time. I beat him out. I think he was bragging before the event, like he can do 11s and 10s, and it's just like, what the fuck? In Qualy, he can't do it. I mean, I choked on that lap. I threw the lap away because I made mistakes in those two corners. Yusuf has not put a lap time in, and he's seemingly ignoring the instructions. Rosenfeld has kind of not done a good Qualy. And he proceeds to finish the lap, which is against what he was instructed, and that will probably get him disqualified. Which he also out-qualified someone, so I guess that's... but yeah, very frustrating now. Could BF to bite him for me. I mean, they're not that expensive, right? It's fine. Okay, they let him like keep a position that he gained, basically. Yeah, whatever. Hood didn't put a qualifying, and Shakespeare didn't put a qualifying in either. But yeah, we were very much midfield GT4. Very annoying, yeah. And being beaten out by Gasuli in a cross, but it's just embarrassingly bad. Yeah, they were not too expensive. It's just, as I said, I didn't want them to arrive when I'm not home. Which has been kind of like an issue with the scheduling of the parts arriving. I did sign up, there's a service from DHL that you can like send stuff to package stations, where then like you can, it's like just a wall of like, a yellow wall with like lock boxes in it, and your packages are locked in there, and you can retrieve them from those lock boxes. I did sign up for that, but like I have to like wait for the confirmation letter for me to be able to actually retrieve things out of there, to actually use it. So I couldn't send that yet to them. And there's also like restrictions to what you can actually send into those. Okay, then get some rest. 18.8 for you. What are the rules again for this series in terms of pit stops? I think we have a mandatory tire change if I remember correctly. Front right is okay on pressures. Tires at 2 has already seen a half a beating. On these. But yeah, as I said, this is a lot more competitive this series. But Jones, obviously, he got disconnected last race, so that's a bit of a performance for me. I don't know, is there actually a dropped round in this? Let me check that. Scoring. Come on, loader. Additional points awarded for the fastest lap of the race. Not set here. Actually, we can't see it in the standings yet because, well, if there's a dropped score, it will always be shown. Info. Is it said here that they dropped score? Don't need to pay to enter. Yeah, thanks. This doesn't seemingly not said anything about the drop score. I guess then there isn't any. I mean, it's only a 4-round championship, so it's not like it's that long. Elias Fernando is P2 on the grid right now, and he's P4 on the standings. Porter is P5 on the standings. Fasttail, I think, is not here today. Julius Emerson was P7 last round, so he isn't particularly up. But Gizu obviously is only 6 points behind me in the standings, and there's a 5-point gap between the two positions. And I don't think I have the pace today to like snatch a fastest lap. So that's not happening. Rosenfeld is obviously finished P3 last round. Van Dijk. And the other Ginetta is not doing that hot. What is it? Gallo with a 2 minutes 08. Yeah, well, Van Dijk actually ran last round. That's P8 for him, was it? Well, Shakespeare finished P9. Yeah, I mean, it does allow in that the KTM might be actually more. Hi, Greg. How are you doing? I joked about in qualifying, so we're not doing too hard on that front. Also, there's some Jones is being really fast in the Ginetta, but I did get edged out by Porter, and Gizu's dragged the KTM crossbar in front of us. So. And then Fernando had also a pretty good lap with his Cayman, so yeah, there's that. Struggled a bit. I was 0.01 slower on my final lap than on the first lap. Oh yeah, also my wait, I hadn't. No, I was actually a bit more slower than that. My fastest lap was a 12.990. I had my first fly was a 13.042. And then my final run was a 13.052. Yeah, my middle sector just imploded on that lap. 3/10 off, so that's just the 2 hairpins that I choked on. Final sector is just one of my fastest, not quite the fastest. First sector was obviously really good, that's why I extracted a bunch of time. But I couldn't. But A4. Feeling ill, but the A4 then that good you. I'm okay, I guess. I mean, I'm alive, the usual. I've been feeling a bit off this week. Out of a slump of motivation, I guess. I don't know. A bit downbeaten. I don't know why it would. But I know one reason is like semester starting next week, so that got me perhaps a bit downbeaten. But otherwise, there's not really anything negative happening. We got a bunch of like actually positive stuff happening. What time is he doing on Donick Park? Well, I mean, you can ask Ava. Didn't you judge my English out? No, I judged your spelling mistake. I'm not judging your English, I judged your spelling mistake. I'm making fun of your spelling mistake. for a vain attempt at comedy. So apologies for my for my terrible comedy attempt. But yeah. Donington Park, I can't type. Yeah, I've been there, done that. Donington Park, I did 36s? 36 hours, with the McLaren. Have I actually gone faster with any other car than the McLaren? Have I actually broken to 35? I think I did briefly break into 35 because I drove, on Monday night, I think I drove on, Yuki stream. And, he practiced and like he invited me to tag along, so I drove a couple of different cars around him. Him and also like Polo Kai. I battled Polo Kai was driving the Camaro and I was battling him with the Maserati. It was a bit of fun going back and forth there. I can still read it. This is just man, 59 sevens on this track. It's just Christ. How even? Although I don't remember when I last drove GT3 here. Besides, well, I think I know. I did drive when I was still in LFM Rookies. To finally get out of LFM Rookies, I drove a rookie GT3 race here. And brought the V12. Because that's how I am, that I bring cars like the V12. To fuck around and find out. I mean, I brought also the right engineering once at Donington, so in LFM. So yeah, that didn't go actually too well. I got run over by someone. Because it was obviously very slow. Yeah, that thing. When it comes to... Well, that's also like a while ago at this point. I think that was last year even. When I did that. I don't quite remember. It's been a bit. I should drive a bit more LFM. Finally pick up enough races that I can have a silver, maybe a gold license, because my elo is high enough for them. I just don't. I don't feel really driving this. Although it would be an interesting practice on the new BOP, you know, because other series are gonna use it. It's gonna, but I need to, in general, figure out how my schedule coming next week is gonna be for me. How much time I have to do driving and stuff. How many nights I'm gonna spend just finishing assignments last minute. Oh boy, that's gonna happen. I know already, fortunately. But yeah. I don't know, you're fast a lot. I'm not that fast, come on. Also just say, you've probably practiced actually, because I think you were there yesterday or a few days ago. Yuki was, I think, also streaming with, I don't know his name, because I'm terrible with remembering his name, with names, but like Alex, I think, something. Someone who knows really well a lot about GT4. He's a very fast guy. I did beat him in a championship once, but like honestly, that was more down to luck than skill. And well, I did do better with the Reiter in one round. And I know the KTM a bit better, but like it's yeah. You might have met him. He's probably gonna be faster than me in his championship. And as he said, the McLaren probably isn't as good of a pick as I think it is. Yeah, it's nice to hear. Like, I struggle to teach people, and he seems like someone not just very incredibly knowledgeable, because I have no clue what the balance is in GT4. It makes no sense in my head. This is why I'm driving the McLaren, because I think it is fast, because on a couple of tracks that I tested it, it's fast, but apparently on a bunch of tracks it's utter dog shit. And I guess this track kind of is like one of his not so bad, but like not good tracks. Wow, 36.3. That's about as fast as I'm going. At least on that practice server that I think he even set up. I think he set the practice server up. But yeah, he set the practice server in the fridge up. Because 5 degrees on a fast track is just pain. But yeah, 36 is about as fast as I'm going. Was going when I actually ran the car. When I actually ran the McLaren. I didn't really go any faster than what I was doing with the Ginetta or the other cars I tried. I think even the Camaro. Yeah, it is an impressive improvement. You're driving circles around Yuki at that point. I mean, you were already driving circles around Yuki at 37.5. Because Yuki was struggling to just get below 38. Yeah, that's how it will be. Yeah, because I'm not practicing quality time, so I'm looking at like, damn, 36.3, that's fast, and I'm like, gonna end up averaging my race pace over that. It will be cold AF. Oh. But I don't think it's run like in the morning, like the server is set up. So that's the odd thing. I don't know. It's not fun, and I don't know why they wanna torture people who aren't perhaps experienced in GT4 with the first round being in a fridge. I don't quite understand. It's not adding up for me. Like the poor people are gonna like be frozen to death. For the race is over. Okay, I think we're ready to race at this point. 2.5 minutes or so till the start. Let's see if we're gonna survive through turn 1. It's 10 PM server time, yeah. So I guess we're gonna experience. The sun is probably already set at that time. So it's gonna be dark in any case already at the race start, and it's now a long race. It is definitely going to be the opposite of what we have today, which is 32 Celsius air temp and 40 track temp. This series is just brutally hot. And it should lead to my McLaren choking out, which might happen, but we have to see. Tires did not last particularly too long last time I drove here, and I am not expecting too well today. Let's see if we can make up a few positions here at the start, and hope we can hold on throughout the race and just operate on damage limitation. I don't know what the calendar is for the rest of this championship. I mean, I didn't quite expect when I signed up for this year specifically, but I mean also the track GT in the extension, to be fighting for the championship. But after having won round 1, I'm kind of forced to be in this position. You're an alien category for me. I'm not as fast as you might think. Well, at least there's always people who are significantly faster than me. There's some true aliens signed up for the track EU GT4. There's gonna be really fast guys, and then there's me, who probably picked the wrong car.
30 seconds.
It's kind of the thing. I think the McLaren might not be doing too hot at Donington. But yeah, you're not actually far off. But then again, on quite a few race weekends, Asa is up there with me in pace. And then come a race, I drive away from her. Because I just drive my pace consistently. Well, Rose exists, right? Yeah, that's for the for V-Track. Is she actually signed up for? Oh wait, Mia Rose. Right, Mia Rose is not signed up for V-Track. Mia Rose is signed up for Track EU. 40 seconds in front of P2. Yeah, she's actually part of Team Iris, funnily enough. She drives... Well, she was... I mean, she's installed on Discord, but she did drive for Team Iris at some point for R-Factor 2. She joined us for the purpose of racing an R-Factor 2. And did, I think, not last year, but 2 years ago, I think, race even for us. In... Is it prototypes or GTs? I don't quite remember anymore. I do remember her driving at the ELC, I think season 2. It was season 2 in Laguna Seca she drove. I don't think I was teamed up with her. I was driving still in the M6. Fortunately, that championship didn't go. She's ex-pro as well, I think. I think she isn't she is not ex. She did drive. She's a very fast driver and up to a very high level. This is the odd thing with like esports level sim racing. There's a bunch of people who are like just about fast enough to keep up with them, but they might not actually do pro level competitions. But I think she definitely competed in some of those events. You could match her. Well, I couldn't. There's always people out there who are even faster than her. She's about as fast as the Tracklicious guys I competed against. But hey, there's also an argument to be made that I shouldn't be in V-Track, and frankly, they might even be right with V-Track. 2:04 on Kota. I don't know, I haven't done actually Kota practice yet. And I don't think I've ever raced a GT3 even on that circuit. I think I've only driven GT4s at Kota. Driven a lot of GT4 at Kota, but like, I don't think I ever raced a GT3 car there. So I don't even know how fast you can go with a GT3 on the circuit. Driven the Merc, the Maserati, and the McLaren there. McLaren is relatively good there. I didn't actually turn my ABS, I think, up. Yeah, whatever. Not the end of the world. You did some in iRacing? I see. I don't play iRacing. I drove prototypes in R-Factor 2 around Kota. Like, I do remember one of the early days of me driving prototypes in R-Factor 2. When I was less experienced, it was one of actually my better races in a certain championship. Oh, that's already a benchmark. Let's beat the IRL record.
Green light. Go.
Merc. Next to me.
Car on the left. Clear on the
The
left.
crossbow is not particularly driving away. Is he gonna leave the door open again for me? No, he's not.
Clear on the left. Car on the left.
Ah, Potter is slowing down a lot in front of me.
Clear on the left.
But we still to deal finally. The fun part is passing Porter. Because he's in the same car as me, so that there's no real advantage on him.
There's a slow car.
All the Caymans and Ginettas in front, they're not as much of a problem because they will just literally top out. They don't have the power to quite compete on a straight line, but Potter has the straight line speed, so it's just gonna be annoying to dispatch of him.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car
Well, that wasn't quite intended.
on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
That was completely not intended. I completely misjudged the braking there. It cost us a lot of time there. The Ginetta is oh, that's not good. That's gonna be a cut track. Oh, actually, we did escape with just invalidating the lap. That's good. That's really good for us. Ah, hello, coward. You can't take turn. I had such a golden opportunity due to my dive and a half, but like I threw it all away completely. And now I'm too far back to do really anything at all.
Yellow flag in sector.
And we're lapping right with our quality times, that's fun stuff. Gasolina also is. Potter actually went faster. But Fernando is not quite up to pace, so we need to dispatch of him fast to not lose connection to the front end completely. He's just sitting on the apex here. I'm going actually a lot faster than in qualifying. The strange part is that he's just sitting there and taking him all the road. Yeah, Luna's continuing to escape actually in front. And the Jeanette are probably even faster than that. But don't have numbers for him. I mean, just look at how far he's ahead at this point. Slower this time around through here. I could consider just coming in and getting out of the traffic here, because these guys are just holding me up badly right now. Oh, the Fernando goes wide. Oh, I ate a bunch of curb there. But Fernando still carried somehow good momentum out of the corner. Potter is struggling to get by him. Come on, close the deal, Potter, please.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
No, I did leave you enough room, mate. I just smuggled myself by you as well. Okay, Jones is 6.5 seconds ahead. He's overcooked it. Ah, but I couldn't really make much momentum out of there. Okay, he's bailing on the fight. He decided to bail out of this. He's lapping 12s, Jones. There's no way we're gonna get him. That's a bit risky with the track limits. Brakes, please. How much am I rolling back up to the crossbar in front on the straights? I'm not losing that much actually in the twisty sections. I'm just gaining a bunch on the straights. Brakes actually worked this time. But got a really bad exit there. Oh, that's a bit wide from you, my friend. Not actually closed up that much this lap, even though I improved my lap timer quite a bit.
Well done, mate. That's our fastest lap.
Yeah, well, that's just gonna be, if I can get close to him, it's gonna be relatively easy to pass him on the straights. Oh yeah, I don't have any gap calculation again. I don't see my accurate gaps to cars in front and behind. So GT3 coming up behind. There's some sort of bug in SimHub that just causes sometimes some of the functions to load properly. There's GT3 flyby.
Clear on the left.
A bunch of curb there. Jones still peeking into 11s while I'm struggling to stay sub 13 on this lap. I actually lost time this time around. No, can't be. I couldn't have lost time to Lena in front. I must have misread those numbers between the GT3 and him. I feel like maybe my tires are starting to go. Yeah, it's only 15 minutes in, but like, this is the McLaren. It does that from time to time. Oh, Potter is a lap down. Overlap. He's 8.5 seconds. He's out of the race with me. He must have had like a stop go or something from pit speeding. Otherwise he wouldn't be that far down. Brakes, please! Oh, this lap has been horrid. Car's falling off now. Pretty sure it is at this point. That hairpin was just not what I needed. Hello, car. Please, you've been 15 minutes on these tires. Just stop trying to murder me. We're down to 1.6 on the line last lap, and we're gonna actually lose the time this time around. Because we're no longer sub 13. Brakes! Hello! Pretty sure we're still on the braking marker. But no, brakes don't work at times. This is the stuff I hate. It's the inconsistencies in the car. Unfortunately gave a little sniff. I know you're referring to that. Oh, you probably referred to something way earlier, and I've been just way too busy with driving to actually notice you being here. Hello. Too focused on actually trying to run in the battle and then trying to run the crossbow down in front of me. Because he keeps escaping away from me. There's another GT3 coming up. That's gonna be fun. P3? Yep, we made up 2 positions. We dispatched of a Porsche and we dispatched of the other McLaren. Although in part the McLaren actually came in the same corner into the pits that I went by him. So there's that. We're up to P3 now. I don't have to deal with a GT3 passing around the outside. Please give me enough room. Please turn, car. Wait, didn't he last time drive a Lambo, Coon? Huh. Also, they decided apparently to not force him to sit out a round, considering his actions. Interesting. Totally not the stewards being biased towards someone who's been driving a while in this community. Still showing very inappropriate behavior. Especially in chat after the race. Blaming everyone but himself. And he's also this time around... Well, he's done his pit stop already, but he's still behind the GT4s. It's a bit embarrassing.
Gaining on the driver ahead in sector 3.
Yeah, he had a slow lap this time around. I think because it's GT3 traffic. Otherwise, I think I wasn't really closing in on him. But yeah, the other guy had... Potter had pitted with his McLaren. But he's actually behind me a lap down. So something has gone wrong to him. Either pit speeding or collected in another incident. But he's out of the fight at this point. Well, the race leader's coming up 4 seconds behind. Maybe we wanna pit at this rate? I mean, we're also coming up to the halfway point. What tires doing? A bit low pressure. How much fuel do I need to get to the end? Hopefully that number works. It's saying 16.5. What position did I qualify? 5th. As I alluded, we dispatched of 2 drivers since the start of the race.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Probably cost me a bunch of time.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
I want to get out of the traffic at this point.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Oh yeah, the race leader is also in with me. Right, let's take sufficient fuel. Let me jump the tires up by a click each. And that should do the trick.
We're halfway through, not over yet.
Oh, we undershot massively. Jesus Christ. That's not good. That's gonna cost a bunch of time. Come on, shoot on the jacks already. Get P2. Well, if I don't if I lost like at least 3 seconds there with this terrible pit stop. It's gonna be tough to get the KTM. He's not slow in the slightest here. Okay, can we finally get off the jacks?
Mandatory stop this time for you. Let's go, go, go. No time pressure, stay clear of the curbs.
Yeah, that undershoot cost us so much because I slowed down a bit too much. Missed up there badly. We were down to just under 2 seconds, so... And with the tires taking a while to get up... Well, I mean, we're in very hot conditions. We should be able to get the tires to work fine relatively quickly. Shakespeare is only 4.5 seconds behind me. He was nowhere for most of the race so far. There's still GT3s around. I definitely want to finish P2 because otherwise Gazoo closes into me too much. I want to definitely finish in front of him. He finished P2 last round.
Faster car coming up behind you.
383 is coming up. 10 and 11.
Car on the left, clear on the left. Car on the right. Faster car is approaching. Clear on the right. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Use the power of something. Femboy. Okay. I will try. Quickly is coming into the pits, which means I don't have to deal with that traffic. Is the guy Gazoo was into pits and he's out there. That's I think him going out of the pits there in front of us. He has massively increased the gap, holy Jesus. You can barely see the gap at this point. Yeah, it was over 5 seconds. Luckily he's catching GT3 traffic right now. Or cowered it. He's done with it. 5 seconds ahead, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that pit stop just utterly torpedoed my race, I would say. I mean, I have 18 minutes to close up 5 seconds, but like, holy crap, that wasn't particularly going well beforehand. I mean, we were closing in. Just not much. I have 6 laps? Oh, that's even worse. I think you've done your math wrong. I should have more than 6 laps with 18 minutes. That's 9. Should be. Or something like that. 9? Maybe 8? Obviously dependent on where the race leader is. But I don't think I can close in a second per lap. He's too fast for that. Yeah, 18. Is my number on my overlay wrong? Because I know my sim hub is bugged right now. I don't have accurate gap calculation to the car in front. I need to use the ACC numbers, which are horrifically known as wrong. Okay. Well, the number is relatively small, so you're forgiven in that sense. But also, like, I can't trust my sim hub quite, because there's some things that are definitely not right. Going on that one. We are down now to 4 seconds, but he's now in his power section. Although he actually isn't particularly good in the S's. He gaps me mainly with the 2 Degners. And then the hairpin. Well, he's hairpin, spoon, and the chicane at the end of the lap. That's where he's strong. Yeah, I said like we were back to 4 seconds, but the long straight between the hairpin here and spoon, followed by front stretch and other areas, we are able to close up a lot. I don't know, I was down to 12.3 being predicted lap time, and we shot back up because fuck me, that's why. But yeah, us closing in a second per lap is a bit of an ask, because I think his tires are now up to temp. It's not gonna make it easy. And we have to deal with GT3s passing us mid 130 out. Yep, that cost a bunch of time. And he's gonna just get passed on the front stretch, isn't it? Oh, that's so fucking convenient for him. No gains whatsoever this lap. 0. 0. The problem is, last lap, yeah, sure, but like this lap, 0 gains. 2/10, literally. I was 2/10 faster. When the delta would have allowed me to go nearly a second faster, but like stuff just keeps constantly getting in my way. Another GT3. Why are you all now having to lap us? Well, actually, he's also having to deal with lap traffic right now. Are you going for the slingshot? Or no, you're too stupid to realize the slingshot exists. Well, you're now going for it. And now I'm stuck on the outside line here. Just funsies. Oh, get fucking brake checked by GT3. And he's back up to 4 seconds, just like... Because obviously I lose all my fucking gains constantly. We're down to 3.5, and it's just... My gains are constantly being eradicated. Due to traffic and everything. We're down to like 13 minutes now, as you predicted. And we're not getting closer. It's just this pit stop, man. My undershot just completely ruined it all. Ah! So annoying. And then the car refuses to produce pace again. And obviously he gets passed on the straightaway, like, duh. We have a bit of peace now for a few laps, but the pace is not looking good on the car right now. And he seems to have gotten a lot of slipstream there. Well, my car is refusing to produce the pace it's asked to be producing. Like, with 2/10 down, we should be 2/10 up. And it's just not producing the pace that's asked to. And it's not my driving, it's just this car does that. It decides what pace you go, not what pace you can be driving. He's not even driving that well, and I struggle to even make a dent into the gap. Like, he's genuinely losing time, but like, I just cannot make the ground up on him despite that. I guarantee once you give him clear air, he's gonna drive about as fast as I am. He showcased that earlier. No, 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 please turn, you shitbox. Ah. I'm bringing every fucking thing out of this, and it's just... Nope. I'm gonna stay off the circuit there, instead. Oh, God fucking damn it. Oh, come on. Again, I'm just stuck. The gap just doesn't refuses to go down again. Oh, come on. As I said, he's a really fast driver. He's just driving one of the worst cars in the game. It's like I lost all the gains I had for up to Spoon in Spoon. For crying out loud, can I just have gains now? Why is he so fast all of a sudden? Like, I've actually lost time, I think, this lap on him. Like, this is the thing. Like, yeah, 13-0 from him. I'm gonna put another 13-0 in. I didn't lose time. But, like, my car just refuses to convert the gains again that we're finding in the first sector over the rest of the lap. This happened in qualifying, and it seems to be repeating in the race again. And I'm constantly sent back to 13s. Come on, you shitbox. Extract the pace already. Get the fucker. Ah. He's gonna have a massive gain in the standings due to me not finishing in front of him. It's just so fucking annoying. Like, just look at it. His gap already shot back up again. Oh, come on, GT3. Get bent. Nearly a second lost so far because I'm actually down even on my own time.
Car on the left.
Because this shitbox just refuses to... Oh, come on.
Clear on the left. Got some light damage on the front of the car. Faster car is approaching.
That's gonna give me a penalty. How much is my gap to the next car behind?
Yellow flag is
10 seconds, good. That's hopefully enough on that front, but we have already lost the fight for the car in front. Now I sealed the deal because I ran the guy over.
car on the left. Clear on the left.
I see, he's prone for retaliatory actions. No, there's no gains to be found. The car's as fast as it's gonna fucking get. This is the issue with the McLaren in GT4. You get the pace dictated to you. And if the pace is too slow, then you just get fucked. And that's what's happening here today. I have no chance at this point anymore. I mean, I've just collected the penalty for it. It's not assigned yet, but like... Yeah, I know I ran the GT3 over, and the gap is now down to 9 seconds behind. We're gonna lose a position even. No, 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 no. If you run to the back of someone, you immediately get the penalty. That's always the case, even if the car is just a fucking idiot. And deserves, technically, to be humiliated for his stupidity of getting out-cornered by a GT4 car. But the problem is I need to now outrun a Merc and Jameson, so that's fun. just look at it. I'm up.
Window is closing now.
I'm up 3/10 in the first few corners. I lose 2/10 in the S's. And before I exit the Degnas, all the gains are gone. That's just how it goes. And I just am damned to this. I knew this could happen, and it just happened. But yeah, I made my ground up a bit. Second stint has just fallen completely apart because the pace is just not here. First stint pace was better. I was faster on the first stint for some reason. Even though the pace looked more promising in the second stint, the car's just not willing to perform anymore. Like, again, 3/10 lost and fucking spoon for no reason. I'm not driving it wrong, it's just decided that this is gonna be how it is. You can't push this car, you can't drive it correctly, it just decides what it wants to fucking do. You're an unwilling fucking passenger on it. And the unfortunate part for me is that I'm halfway decently fast with this thing. Which is how it sucks for me. Okay, he had a shit lap this time around, but I had such a shit lap with the GT3s. So that's why I'm even further back. We have 5 minutes, it's just... He has to literally be taken out for me to succeed at this. Jameson at least had also a very slow lap there. Because I need the gap back up. I mean, there's even the expectation that I might get a 15-second for this. At least Van Dijk is far enough back for that. But Jameson is too close for it. For me to get squeezed by with a fiver. It's so frustrating that I lost it all due to the fucking pit stop. Like, I was less than 2 seconds behind him. If I had performed my pit stop, I would have actually been able to get into fighting distance. Actually, looks like we're getting lucky here today, because we only got a 5-second for that. Good. Good. Because that means I can escape with just sealing P3. Damage limitation, effectively. Man, Jones just escaped with this race win completely. No contest on him. I can't even beat the freaking KTM crossbow. It's an utter embarrassment for me. A stupid crossbow. One of the fucking worst cars in this game. And I can't even beat him with it. Oh, shut up. I'm definitely faster in Sector 1 than him. Eat a dick. It's Sector 2 where I lose all my time. Oh, hello, car. Would you kindly turn?
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Oh, Jameson got a drive-through. I don't know if that's a good thing for me or a bad thing. I mean, I would appreciate if Gazoo got one. But hey, we don't get what we wish for. It's just Gazoo's gonna escape with the championship today. And not today. At the end, isn't it? Jones got torpedoed from first race results. Again, I wanted to see if I actually... Well, the race leader's behind me, which means we can actually finish the race on this lap. Considering he's 10 seconds behind, he will probably actually even catch me before the end. We might even not have a choice in this matter. But Gazoo is escaping from me. It's just, it's weird, like, the first stint I was faster than him towards the end. And closing in, and it's just... I think I was also like 5 seconds behind at the beginning when I finally got by Potter. And very quickly made progress on him. I think not quite 5 seconds, it was like 4 or something. Very quickly started making progress, although it was even then a struggle. But it was consistent progress, and it's just this time around, like, nah. None. I just got fucked there again. And it's just now the tires are dead, so the car's not gonna perform at all anymore. Because this car kills its tires within like 20 minutes. It's not a joke on the circuit. Kind of had hope for rain, but I don't know. Gazoo would have escaped even harder on me. And there's the race leader, so our race is gonna end in 2 corners. Because he's gonna just fly by me and force me to end the race with him. I don't have any more fucking choice here. This is it. Although granted, if I had actually put a faster time than this in, I would have actually, you know, been capable of getting a lap around, but the car just wasn't doing that anymore. Let's get the fuck off here. Such a joke. Rosenfeld really didn't have a good race either. I don't know why he struggled so much. The Alpine must be OP. Well, actually, Alpine might not be OP on this track. I've driven it on here, so probably it wasn't dead OP. Which is why he's struggling. The Merc was, and Jameson definitely did not deliver up to what I think he was the one who promised that he could do better. To do 11s, and yeah, that's not 11s. The one that did deliver 11s is Jones. Even in race pace at times, which is crazy. Gazoo obviously pulled the freaking shitbox KTM up the grid. Which he would have done if it rained, but like, it didn't. And he still made up everything that he could. It's frustrating. Yeah, let's see actually, maybe we find something in the freaking SimHub logs why half my software isn't working. Because my delta for some reason is just not calculating anymore. No, the info seems to still be logging stuff, yes. Okay, that's the log function sometimes throws errors when too many write processes happen at the same time. I should find a better solution for that problem. This is gonna access the file, but that shouldn't lock up other code. I don't know what the bug is. effectively a function doesn't calculate here anymore correctly, and also my plugin seemingly doesn't work correctly at all. Advanced scoring I mean, actually I did have a delta, I think, still. If I go through here, yeah, the target, well, I'm in the pit, so I think that's my pit exit delta, actually. We could look at some properties and see there if we, what is called, if we have a property that's not working correctly. Advanced scoring is still running. In pit window, no, if those numbers are not. Class leader active gap 2 laps, so that's... well, yeah, it's the race leader. Because class... Actually, there is an active gap being calculated. Why is it not using it? Yeah, driver next active gap. 0.237 seconds. Driver behind active gap. Diminishing, actually. It's shrinking massively. Why are those numbers then not displayed on my dashboard? Why is my dashboard engine glitched out? Because that dashboard is definitely working. It's rendered. That's a unique problem. And it stopped moving as soon as I opened the editor up. So that's interesting. Hello, would you kindly stop having this stupid bug where you've... Give my mouse cursor back, please. I beg you, just return it to me. So visible, yes. But like, what number do you use? Oh wait, that's the other thing that is rendered there. It's not something we want. We want the gap to driver in front. Yeah, there's a number in there. It should render something. Why are you not rendering anything? Are you forcing this thing open? And it's... No, that also should display a number. All of these have numbers in it. Why is the dashboard engine breaking itself? Because clearly it should be capable of rendering. Come on, I'm not doing this stupid gesture that closes all the numbers if dashboard's down. Why are you doing this? Why are you not working? This is the bizarre stuff to me. Like, why is the dashboard engine not rendering these things? Numbers are here. Like, why are you not rendering this? Hey? Hey?
Good light, show them what you got.
Hey? Why is this not working? Why the numbers are not showing up? Okay, actually, it's over here, the dashboard now, but it's still not... Well, time remaining is not red, so that's progress, I guess. Gaps we don't have. Yeah, over here it's still red, but I still don't have a gap to the car in front and behind. Which I should. Because we have numbers for those. We do. I've literally checked. Why are you not displaying the numbers? Yeah, 1.75 seconds. Why are you not displaying any of these numbers? Actually, that thing seems to be not getting any numbers from here. What? It is? It definitely is. We don't have any tire pressures though, so... yeah, because we're in the menu, right? That's correct. But we still don't have any gaps. Why are you doing this? Well, actually, no, never mind. Row result is now 0 here. So this is drawing a dash. That's interesting, that's odd. That shouldn't be happening. This number is here, but that's only for when we cross start finish. This, however, is rendering nothing. That also should result in something else than actually being displayed. I'm confused. This is just weird. Hey, what is going on here? Why is this not working correctly? Why are things like just not behaving as they should? Okay, it's string being returned, but like logged in where you're not rendering the string. What are you doing here? Why is this not behaving as it's kind of supposed to? Okay, now it's displaying something else, but like it's displaying now nothing. But like, why did it take literally me refreshing the thing for it to realize that there's a different number there? There's something else to display. It's not zeros. Something is bugged in the dashboard engine and like it's not behaving as it should. And we can clearly see this, and it's frustrating because clearly my plugin actually in the background is working. I can definitely prove this at this point. It's not a bug with my own plugin anymore. Very frustrated. This just wasn't... I mean, it wasn't as bad, this result, but like we lost to Lena, and that's just... That's just something that I didn't need. We needed to score in front of him, and we didn't. And that's just a shot in the... Shoots me in the freaking back at that point. Less penalties at least reviewed, although they did kind of like do a bunch of just stuff happening in the race on the chat. Incident outcomes, yeah. At least this is wrapped up now. Okay, could we just get the BBS chat out of the way. So QRT, these guys just aliens as well. But yeah, as said, there's some really fast guys and it's gonna be... I'm not looking forward to this weekend at this rate. Because it's gonna just get worse at that rate. This is why I considered even this track. Why I considered even switching off this car. This track, literally, is the reason why I considered switching out of the McLaren. And spent a whole, I think, 8 or 9 hours just testing through all GT4 cars. I spent a shitload of time just doing GT4 practice, and it just didn't. And like the only result was, yeah, the McLaren is faster. I couldn't get the Alpine to do what everybody else does with the freaking Alpine. It would be nice if the Alpine would go fast for me as well, but it clearly seems to not do that. Pain. This class just doesn't make sense to me anymore. God freaking damn it. Okay, let's wrap this pain-ridden shit show up. Also, the ACC servers went down again, which is like in the middle of the race seemingly, which is also always fun. Right. I have some more fun games I think I'm gonna play, and then just, I don't know, go to bed early. Okay. City Skylines 2 for €50. You know? For being... I don't know, it is a AAA game, isn't it? But only charging $50 for it. Like, come on guys, learn how to do these things properly. Open beta for Call of Duty, like, just, I don't waste my hard drive space on that shit. It's not even worth my drive space at that point. Phantom Liberty for 30, that's fine, I guess. But yeah, the new City Skylines. Oh yeah, then it's gonna miss a bunch of content, I guarantee it was previously in... I think they did bundle a bunch of stuff into the base game now. That was previously just available in... and libraries and stuff. Yeah. I really need to work on my plugins again. I definitely need to do that. But not tonight. I've been promising to do it this week, but like I didn't do anything. Pain. Besides making a tool that like probably nobody's gonna use in the end. It's just suffering. It's not gonna even be useful for me. Although I could turn it into something that might be remotely useful for me at least. Like being able to convert BOP files into a BOP file into a table that could actually be useful, and I'm not far of actually being capable of implementing something like that. Okay, fine. Well then, I would say, how is it? Here's the profile. It is time. Oh, we haven't been live long, but like it's still time to call it a night again. Yeah, I definitely lost my cool again today. It's frustrating. I mean, I did say early on I didn't feel too well. That I was mentally not quite there. I don't know. I mean, it would just be like, when it looks like you can do something and then just like get denied from it, it sucks. It looked like I could burn him down and then just went like, no, and go fuck yourself. That mistake in the pit stop just cost it. Was like the final nail in the coffin. Not really the penalty was, but like that was the start of the chain reaction that like just nailed it. Okay then. Good night. Bye bye.